know it, everybody knows it. Many people don't want to admit it, but everybody knows it. But a lot of people don't truly understand the magnitude of the problems that it has created or enhanced. A lot of people don't. But I want to bring you some self awareness. You may disagree, you may agree, but I guarantee you, you'll look at this a lot differently, or it'll support what you already feel by the end of this video. But I really want you to let this sink into your brain. Really sit with these thoughts. Really sit with the fact that we've become obsessed with something that is ruining us, something that is destroying us. It wasn't created for this, but it is now. As if there wasn't already enough addictions in this world, enough vices in this world, we have put one on the top, and it happens to be one of the most profound of them all. We have something that was once the greatest escape, one of the greatest escapes in the world, right? We have something that is one of the greatest escapes in our world, and it has turned into one of the greatest ways to destroy ourselves. That's just the duality of life, right? But it gets a little bit deeper than that. Social media, phones, all these things, it has cooked our brains to the point where a lot of people cannot even enjoy life because they're overstimulated. The real world does not compare to this fiction. You get to see all these things, you get to get all this easy access to all these things to the point where life is not even enjoyable enough. And you've been scrolling for way too long. You're wasting time doing a bunch of nothing. You're scrolling for way too long. If you think about it, when you start scrolling, it's endless. It's endless. It's just one big thread. And a lot of people, they like to defend it and say, oh, well, I watch all my favorite content and I learn and I do this and I do that. And I agree.
I want to say he's got he's clearly got a point to what he's saying, but I believe it's also it boils down to what type of personality really on and how you see it. Because at the end of the day, it's a two-winner. It can be very addictive, obviously, if you just use it for social media, but obviously it's also a great tool because you've got loads tons of information that previously wasn't available to you, or and it's all in your hand, like it's in your pocket every single day. So if you can literally search for anything you're interested in, learn new skills you believe might be useful to you. So yeah, I think it just boils down to how you personally see it, or you personally utilize the object in question. But to say that it's fried, I don't know. I think most people just use it for entertainment purposes, which is one of its use, but um, clearly he's been using it different because obviously he's I believe he makes money off his YouTube, so which is linked to his social media, his phone, the usage of his phone, and it's allowed him to connect to millions of people. I saw he's got like 400k subscribers, so clearly he's using it in a way that is very productive. So I believe it boils down to the way an individual uses it. Yeah.
I agree. Some people are responsible, some aren't. But regardless, it's about a 10% of what you're consuming that is actually good for you. It's about a good 10%. Maybe it's more. I hope it's more for you.
Yeah, obviously too much of everything is bad, isn't it? But then again, um, yeah, that's it's too much of everything is bad. You just have to regulate yourself, you know what I mean? And just be self-aware or self-conscious of what it is you're doing. Yeah.
Right? But if you're already in the defense, that's going to prove a point I'm going to make earlier. But I hope it is. But like I said, it's about a 10% of all of that content that you consume that's actually good for you. The other 90% of that junk is frying your brain. It's frying your brain. And the thing is, we sit there and tell ourselves, oh, I'm watching this, I'm connected to the source, and I don't want to miss out on this truth, and I don't want to miss out on this information. You tell yourself those things to make yourself feel better because the truth is, you are afraid of missing out. You can't get off social media because you don't want to miss out. You want to miss out on the trends. You don't want to miss out on the gossip. You don't want to miss out on watching all this sad stuff and things making you feel more relatable to other people and other things. You don't want to miss out on that. The fear of missing out, that's really what's the driving force behind all of this. And those aren't even the biggest problems. The biggest problems is that all of this junk is playing on your insecurities. People are profiting
The
off your insecurities. The people that run all of this stuff, they are profiting off your insecurities. Why do you think you see so much sad stuff? Why do you think it's a trend to be depressed now? Why do you think all this negativity is being thrown around? Why do you think there's always some new news thread that's making people scared and making people live in fear, making people fight against each other and divide and conquer people? You got men hating on women, women hating on men, division.
because obviously, as you said, negativity sells in it, and obviously, conflict, like I would say, conflicts or conflicting issues do create attention. Like you get me, negative topics brings attention. So I think this in this day and age, attention is obviously the biggest currency that runs the world. If you take stuff like back in the day, back in my day, I would remember it was it was YouTube. Then came to Instagram. So now, obviously, now it's TikTok for the younger kids, and obviously, you see, it once these platforms do capture your attention, the opportunity for them to influence you or get you to uh, uh, maybe interact with their app or get you to buy stuff. Get you at the end of the day, it just boils down to for the big corporations to essentially get money in it. At the end of the day, it just boils down to money. Attention is money. That's it. And attention is your time. Your time you waste it. What depending if you're getting if you're on the platform getting some information that would then generate profit to you, then that's good. But if you're just there not doing anything, then I guess it's bad. I guess you're just helping them make more money. That's how it is, and it is what it is. It's just how the game works.
Vision, conqueror. Why do you think all these things are going on? Because people profit off of your suffering. People profit off your insecurities. People have literally
Not necessarily, because obviously there are some people that are genuinely on the platform trying to help other individuals in their same situation, and it just so happens sad stories or negativity. Most people are in a situation that is negative, and negativity is relatable in it. So I guess it's relatable. So like I saw the story last time. Say I got the guy saying, "Oh, he used to walk uh, from here to here. Now he's made 10K." So someone that is currently walking from maybe 4 miles a day just to get to work, then to walk back, will probably be like, "Rah! Oh, so my man," and probably get inspired in it. So I believe most of the thing is not just negativity; it's just them uh, trying to find someone they can relate to at the end of the day, because it can be very lonely. I guess this world, I guess.
literally made careers for themselves, playing on people's insecurities. Oh, you're some loser stuck in your house and you can't do this and you can't do that. Buy my $1 million course and do this, do that, do this, do that. Right? People are
Plus, then again, if you're on the internet and you just believe everything, that just means you're naive, and you're just a little bit too gullible to be on the internet, and that's bad for you. But if you're on it, and you, if you're on it for entertainment purposes, and you know that's why you're on it, that's good. Like that's one thing. If you're on there to learn, and you know that's why I'm on here, you have to have a reason to be on there, not just um, being blown by what's trending at the moment or whatever. You get me? But yeah,
are playing on your insecurities. And it is some people out there that mean well, and maybe they do have a high price because they
I
think they're
think
valuable.
some people that
I'm
just
not saying every apple in the bunch is bad.
help.
That's just the way it goes. But the thing is, we have gotten so used to consuming things that are bad for us, we don't ever question those people. You go to McDonald's and get something that's terrible for you. You don't question them. Oh, what did you put in it? Are you trying to kill me? Well, you got somebody out here by themselves. They got a business. They trying to make some money for themselves. Oh, you want to scrutinize them. Oh, your price is too
Mm.
high. You do this. You do that. Why are you not out here scrutinizing the people that's actually they don't give a damn about you? They playing on your insecurities. They trying to scam you. They trying to kill you. They feeding you all this content, feeding you all this trash, getting you in that same loop you in now. And you wonder why your life changed because you keep
In Albion, no matter where you go or what you do, your mount will accompany you on your journey. Perhaps you'll pick the ox.
keep doing the same things. You keep watching the same things, and it keeps you in the same loop. And if you still not hearing me, I want you to hear this, right? I want you to hear this. And that's a pun, and you don't even know it yet. But social media, the phones, all this stuff, it has enhanced a problem that we had for a long time. And it used to not be so much of a problem, but the screen has become the enemy. The screen has stepped in the middle of things, and this is why it gets a little tricky. But if you haven't noticed, everybody wants to be seen and everybody wants to be heard. It's human nature. It's how we are. It's what we are. Some people are going to say, oh, well, I don't want to be seen. I want to be left alone, or I don't want to be heard.
I don't think it's a bad thing to be wanted to be seen or wanting to be seen. I don't think it's an issue because clearly you don't mind being seen or you want to be seen as well. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing per se. Then again, I don't know where he is trying to go with it.
Heard. I don't want anybody to hear me. I hate my voice. Why did you just speak? Why did you just voice your opinion? Because you want to be understood, or you felt that it was needed for you to explain yourself or explain the way you felt? Of course you do. You're human. You want to be seen. You want to be heard. Why do you think we have virtual prostitutes? Because people want to be seen. People want to be heard. Why do you think we?
I think the whole point of this thing for me personally is everyone's their opinion or to share some sort of themselves with the world. That's what I personally believe. Because and I think that's a good thing to share yourself or some parts of yourself with the world, because then you're not just everyone has some innate qualities that I believe should be shared with the world in general. That's just me. Like clearly you, like obviously you've got this sort of your view, and it's a good thing that you share it because there might be someone out there that will be like, oh, right, I didn't see it that way. Now you get me. So I believe it's always a good thing to yeah.
We have all these activists speaking on this and speaking on that because people want to be seen. People want to be heard. Why do you think it's a bunch of people with mommy and daddy issues all over the internet scrutinizing everybody else or just being hurt, expressing their trauma? Because everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be heard. It is our human nature.
So, yeah.
And we have built up a platform that has gave so many people voices, but it's also messed everything up. It's distorted reality because you got a million and trillion people on these social media platforms, but it's only a million up here that's getting thousands and millions of views, and everybody else seeing it, they're like, man, how can I put in all this work and get 3 views, but they put in a little amount of work and they get millions of views? That's what it has created. That's the mindset it's created, which is also a toxic mindset.
But if you put it in that terms, I just believe like most people don't go through. Most people just want to see the end results, and they just don't want to put in the work. Like, and that's how it is. Like, if I see someone with like a Ferrari and I'm walking, I'll be like, rah, why is he go? But I don't know enough information about that person to make that judgment, and that's what it is. It's just people making judgments on other people without having any sort of concrete information. And it's really bad. Like it's not something you should be doing, I guess.
Because if 3 people walk up to the average person, you're gonna get freaked out because 3 people is a lot of people. That's a lot of energy. Yeah. But 3 compared to a million, that's minuscule.
That's not enough.
That comparison factor. You always got to be compared to somebody because that's what we see. That's what we consume. And then you hate on somebody who's more successful than you in a certain moment. You comparing the beginning of your journey to somebody who's on level 55.
Yeah,
but that's what you see. And you want to feel heard. You want to be understood. You want to be a star in your own right. You may not want to be a musician. You may not want to be an activist. You may not want to be a YouTuber or a teacher, whatever it is, but you still want to be seen. You still want to be heard. You want the things that you work on to be appreciated. You
Mhm.
want to be appreciated. You want to be seen and you want to be heard. It is the root to damn near all of our problems, all of our stress, all of our depression. That friend you lost, you wanted to be seen. You want to be heard. The person you tried to explain your truth to and they didn't want to hear you, you wanted to be seen. You wanted to be heard. The friends that didn't see you, you was always the third friend in the group, or you was always that one by yourself. Nobody listened to you. Nobody seen you. You tied your shoes. They kept walking. You wanted to be seen. You wanted to be heard. Every time you step up to talk about something you proud of, nobody listens and you feel bad. You wanted to be seen. You wanted to be heard. But the thing is, social media has given us a platform to speak. That's why you see a lot of people posting. Some people are content, some people are don't. They posted anything. I guarantee in this week, something that I just mentioned happened. Or you post a video and you sat there and contemplated about posting another one because you didn't get the views or likes you wanted. Or you was mad at somebody else, or you felt some type of way because somebody else was doing a little something on social media that you wasn't. Or somebody else had something that you wanted or somebody else was being understood in the way that you wanted to be understood. Something has happened in the last.
I believe that's just being blatantly like. It's just, I think it's just about being comfortable with yourself for that, because all this is just what he said is essentially seeking for validation from other people, which for me is like not a good way to approach life for that, because yeah, seeking validation is just an endless pit because it never gets filled, because validation, unless you're comfortable with what your or person, like with yourself, any sort of comparison will seem disproportionate, like very, I don't know how to say it, but it would seem very big in comparison to whatever you've achieved. Like if you're not happy with what you're doing, or you haven't found yourself yet, then it's very disheartening, I guess.
Last few days, in the last 24 hours in your life that made you want to be seen and want to be heard? Really think about what.
Yeah, on that bit, like when you say you want to be seen or want to be heard, is it by like is because when you say by everyone, then that does not really make sense. Is it, because it has to be from maybe a specific source you want to be, or is there an end goal? Because just being seen and just being heard is not really um, something I believe most people aspire to. Then again, I don't know.
I'm saying. But this is what social media is enhancing, to the point where people don't see consequence.
Ooh,
People will say anything,
yeah, just to go viral,
but
right?
it all comes from wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard. Oh, you think you're this. Oh, you think you're that. People just comment that on your videos, on your picture. You like, bro, I don't know you. You don't know me. Instead of assuming something about me
Hmm.
based off of you being hurt in some certain situation, why not just ask me a question? Why not making, you know, a little Q&A? Instead of you putting these assumptions on people, instead of you projecting how you feel in here, instead of you putting that on people,
Yeah,
why not
like
just
you
ask a
said,
question? Why not
I think it's
just be a little curious?
often
My brother,
comfortable.
Jalen Jenkins,
That's what.
somebody commented on one of his videos and said, oh, you're a one-hit wonder. This YouTube thing not going to work out for you. Bro, why do you have to say that? The man is posting videos, giving knowledge, expressing himself, being himself, doing his own thing. And people have the time out of their day to go comment that on a video. Why? Because you want to be seen and you want to be heard because you hurt. You hurt. But instead of working on yourself, focusing on yourself, you want to project all that anguish out on other people. You want to put it all on social media. I get it. You want to be seen. You want to be heard. I understand completely. But we gotta learn how to exist without this, because this is not us. This is not the way we were meant to evolve. Of course, we're brilliant beings and we can control how much we consume, which is profound. But we are better than this. We are supposed to be existing without these things. Now, this is the real world. And what inspired me to make this video is my little cousin. He got punished, right? This little dude is 7. He got a VR headset. He's had every iPhone since he's been born. Tablets, PS5. He got it all, right? He got it all. I watched him play the VR headset one day. It almost made me cry because he was so out of reality. So out of reality, right? But he got punished. And he came over here. And, you know, the rules was no electronics, no this, no that. So I went outside. I was fixing my fishing poles. And this little dude come outside, stand around, looking at the trees, looking at the grass. He walked up to a tree and touched it, looked at the leaves. And I'm like, okay. Then he went outside and started playing in the rocks, start throwing rocks at trees. And I'm like, you must really be bored. But you got to come back to nature.
Yeah, it is a little bit, obviously, or you spend a lot of time on your phone or on what is it, like VR or whatever. Obviously, when you sort of need a detox, to get back to reality, I guess.
Where you belong and start to connect. And he just start running around playing, and that boredom look was wiped off of his face. And I'm like, damn. I remember when I was young, they couldn't keep us from outside. We got new school pants. My mother told me, don't go outside and play football. I'm Reggie Bush. I got grass stains on my knees, just ruined my new khakis. We got OxyClean, and we trying to get everything out because we was just outside connecting with nature, connecting with life, living real life. And that's something that people don't do anymore. You don't go outside in the morning to hear that morning bird. That morning bird is still there, but you don't go outside.
Oh, my mom's life, I was thinking about that bird. Like, you know, I was thinking, like, I didn't go that way. They deleted from the system because I don't hear them anymore. They just disappeared. Once I turned 19, 20, I never heard them again, bro. I can't even lie.
You don't wake up early enough. You're really out there like that. All right. And that has been lost because of these phones, because of this right here. Something we think is our buddy, something we think is our friend. And it is in its own right. That phone has generated me more money than any job has, but money isn't everything. That phone has connected me with more people than any job has, any schooling I had has. That's not all there is to life. I've met a lot of people face to face, and I value that a lot more. There's some cool people I met online. I have 19,000 subscribers. Shout out to y'all. Phone, camera, technology, those are cool things, but that's not all it is to life. There's a lot more to life. But like I said, I think we have really lost that touch. And me, I'm 21 years old.
Wow.
Growing up in the time I did, I grew up in I would say a pretty perfect time, right? I was born in 03. I became conscious in 2008, 2009, something around there. I have some pretty early memories. I think my earliest memory, I was like 3 or 4. But, you know, you become conscious, start growing into your own person when you're around 5, 6, 7. But the life that I lived, it had that esque of the last bits of the 90s. And we got to see the phone. The hottest phone was the BlackBerry, and the phones that slid out to the side and this and this and that. And technology just progressed. The PS2 was out, the Xbox 360, like all those things just kept going. And now kids, as soon as they born, they get the iPad thrown in front of them. You go to the bathroom, you can't go without your phone.
Yeah, but I believe it's also with the times that you can. It's just what comes with the time, I believe that. And yeah, as I was saying, I remember when I got my first phone, it was them little Samsung. Yeah, and now if you compare it to this, I'm like, right, what a jump! Like, I used to play Snake on the phone. Now I don't think this generation even know what Snake is. You get me? Them Nokia 3310. Crazy times, but I can't lie, man. Yeah, I believe it's just what comes with time, and obviously iPad babies. I gotta grow up to some point, and obviously they're also going to be like, oh, rare, but it always boils down to understanding how to make the two work for you, and not you get yourself lost in it at in a way of speaking, I guess.
You in the shower scrolling on your phone, you watching something, you eating something, you got to watch something, you watching something and watch.
And then again, people, as I said, people are going through a lot, so it just becomes a way of distracting yourself from what you're going through. You get me? And that's the reality of it. People are just going through a lot, and instead of indulging in other activities, they might just get lost in that on the phone. It's just how it's just life, I guess, for some people.
Watching something else. You got your TV on Netflix, and then you scrolling on TikTok. Like, it's crazy, right? It's really crazy how out of touch and out of mind we are. We are really out of touch. We are really out of mind, and it's frying our brains to the point we can't even consume anything that's not easy. If it's not a 3-second video, we don't want to watch it. If you see a paragraph on Facebook, you're not reading that. You're not reading that. You're not opening a book. You can't bring yourself to study because your brain is cooked. You can't bring.
You can. It's about just training yourself and being diligent with yourself, and just try and not. Even if that's your only source of entertainment, just once in a while switch up. Go outside once in a while, switch up, just grab a book, read, do something once in a while. Like, I know it's just keeps things going, because it just becomes repetitive in it after a while, and it's not really good.
Bring yourself to do anything meaningful because your brain is cooked. And I don't mean that. Obviously, you do things meaningful. You are alive, which is meaningful. I'm just driving the point home. I really want you to understand. But we cooked, bro. We cooked. But the most beautiful thing about it all is we have the power to control it.
You can change.
You can put your phone down.
Single
I know it sucks. I know it's hard, and it keeps vibrating, and then it gets to the point where your phone is not even on you, and you still feeling vibrations, right? And you know this is bad for you, but deep down you really don't care, and I know it's hard. But there's more to life. There is more to your experiences than these damn screens. The screen is the enemy.
Is it?
I know your eyes don't work like they used to. I know your eyes be hurt. I know your brain be fried. Your eyes be fried even after a good night of sleep. It's all that damn screen time. There's more to life, good people. There is more to life than this. TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, even YouTube can get a bit absurd. But I appreciate y'all for watching me. But if I had to give y'all any advice, I hope this video resonated with you. But of this, go touch grass. Learn the real steps and aspects of life. Learn consequence. The things you say, the things you do, they have consequences.
Yeah, consequences. Yeah.
Right? You want to be seen, you want to be heard, cool.
And that's not what you say, but then again, most people, 99.9% of the people, opinion don't really hold value. For example, my opinion don't really hold. There's very little damage I could do if I ever said something outrageous. You get what I'm saying? So you have to just be aware of. Yeah, you get me? Yeah.
Cool. But understand what you do and the way you act, it has consequences. You cannot hide behind this screen forever. You can't. All the nasty, crazy things you say online, all the things you do because of the things you consume online, those things have consequences.
Yes.
You're not taking the time out of your day to learn certain skills and be productive. When these screens go away, when you grow up, life's still gonna go on. Life's still gonna go on. Things you say to people online, say that to somebody face in real life.
Oof, consequences.
You're getting your damn wig split. But oh no, you would never say that in person. Why?
Skills to that.
I don't have that screen to hide behind. But some people are stupid enough to do it. They act the same way they do online in person. In the real world, slap them and they look.
Yeah, but I at least personally, I would appreciate someone that does it in real life. If you're a dick in real life, at least I'll appreciate you. I'll be like, yeah, you've got balls to be a dick in real life for that. So yeah, but if you're just a guy on the screen, hey, bro, it's a waste of even time to consider. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Look stupid. Oh, I thought I could ask her, is it pink in her face? What? Come on, bro.
bug it,
Is it pink?
People just be bugging.
Your brain lights up like a TV when you're playing video games. So check this out. Researchers from the University of California.
Niggas just
God, that damn TikTok brain. Pause. I get it. Some things do need pause because people be tripping, but you know. I don't know, man. I don't have nothing else to say. I have a lot to say, but I don't even want to continue the yappertry, bro. I could burn.
Nah, but yeah, that's hey. I appreciate my man for doing the video, and I somewhat resonated with it. So I thought, why not just react to it and add my TPs? Obviously, people just use the tool properly. Make sure you're using it in a productive way, as in you're learning something from it. Even if you use it, just try and achieve. Just make the best out of it, I guess. And to the trollers that just be on there just to troll people, just bring bad energy, bring bad vibes to people's grind or whatever they're doing, just chill out, because to the parents that be doing the most on Insta and whatever, just just go outside, speak to someone, get some girls. Bro, trust me, once you get one or two, you probably calm down. Yeah, you get me. But yeah, that's actually been awesome, I guess. So yeah, that's the end of the video. If you made it to the end, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And it's been your boy LK, and I'll meet you at the next video. Yeah, bless up. Yeah.